Alright. Let's have a look at this one. In the bottom right, on Holy World, we do have BratOK, and in the top left, it's Prome. So this map, I'm not sure if I've seen this in Brood War, but look at this madness. You have a high ground surrounding your main base with a lot of bases. One that's gonna be mineable through. There's like a small patch, it seems, to open up the path. There's like rocks, then you can take the base behind you. This is your natural with the entrance open here and the front. What a holy world. And yeah, so you're basically surrounded by high ground, and there's this like water area and some unbuildable stuff, unpassable stuff here where you can't really place any tanks, for example. Like this would be a spot where you can probably shoot around this area, and from here you can probably reach like this area-ish with a tank, and that's about it. So it's not like your main base is super exposed to siege units from the high ground, but it's quite nice, something different. And we'll have to wait and see how much vision units do create, but it doesn't seem to be that much. If you look at the probe's vision, it barely graces like the low ground actually. So seems like there's not much deficit any other than from this being just like what it is. Oh, so these rocks are half dead. They're like 1,000 out of 2,000. They have 3 armor. We need to check the armor values on this, because sometimes we have like 10 armor value obstructions here in Evo. And of course it's a 4-player map, so we have 4 of those quadrants. Then there's a neutral command center in the middle. Okay, so you think, what is this? Why is there a neutral command center in the middle? Can I do something with this? Yes, you can attack it. You can lower the HP, and if you are a Zerg player and you use queens, you can infest it, and then you can make infested Terrans. Yes, it's basically the original Baneling. So really cool to see things like that on the map. Now BratOK is gonna get hit by that first Zealot. He's not gonna micro the Marine, so he's gonna lose the first one. Can he save the SCV though? If he can get up that bunker, it should be an easy defense. And so far, the micro after that first loss is looking decent, but he will lose that SCV. Pretty nice micro from Prome, you have to say. Really good Zealot movement here. And BratOK is just like... I'm not sure what he's doing, but... maybe he has some ping issues. I'm not exactly sure. We have a little bit of an issue with Blizzard not opening up the upload service right now, so there might be an issue where this was not played on the best server between these two, because BratOK, of course, playing from Russia and Prome playing from Korea is a lot of ping involved, and that makes tiny movements, kiting movements, quite difficult. And you see this as well displayed here in the Dragoon being able to be hit so much there from the Marines, which usually doesn't happen that. Now these are disruption webs, they're kind of permanent, they're just sitting there. That means if you can walk under them, as you can see here now. But if you are standing inside, like no attack motion will happen. So basically, you'll just sit there, and that's it. Oh, this version still has not the gateways implemented. Okay, so this was played recently, but it's not the newest version of this mod. Now BratOK not really having his Marines on hold position, and that 3 racks is kind of not... I mean, he's already bleeding out Marines, and you're all about snowball with this kind of style. And I mean, he's already low on his bio units. There's so much kiting involved here from Prome, is really looking great. And now the Marauders inside the bunker finally able to take shots at those Dragoons, getting that same range, and the Dragoons not able to harass. That's actually a very interesting concept I haven't really thought about yet, but I guess that is how this works. Now let's see if we get visuals on that small block so we can count the minerals there. It's not gonna happen yet. Templar Archives on the way here from BratOK, sorry, for Prome is going into the Templar Charge, sorry, Zealot Charge. I don't know what I'm talking about. Those guys are having like a dinner party right now here, the 2 of them. Just sitting there. And there comes the Dragoon. Come on, push him to the minerals. Show me the value. So it's 7. It's 1 trip. Should have probably opened that up, actually. So BratOK is going 5 racks before any tech. This will be basically just mass Marine Marauder rally to the front. I'm expecting some SCVs to make a few bunkers maybe. This will be a big push with +1. Let's check the buy upgrades. They are already ready, all of them. He has stim, he has concussives, he has shields, and he might pull all of the SCVs. I don't think he does, but he should pull some. I'm not a fan if he doesn't pull any, and there we go. He's gonna pull the natural. He's not gonna take the main though. And he will just rally units to the front. Triple Marauder, double Marine production here. And he will keep producing the SCVs as well to re-saturate that base. And that's gonna be the issue that Prome has to deal with now. Storm is not done yet. There's no chrono boosts for this one, so you kind of need to have these timings down, and that's very difficult. Now, he will see this army is moving here, and will try to send out a few zealots, delay this a little bit, but +1 is done. Storm 12 seconds away, only 1 High Templar, 2 High Templars there, not enough energy for Storm though. The first one's gonna get sniped, that was the one with the Storm. Out of position here for Prome, even though he saw it, another Tosus Pylon is gonna go down. Can he actually fight this army? I don't think he can. He's lacking the AoE, he doesn't have a Reaver, and can the Marauders and... Sorry, can the Dragoons and the Zealots take this fight? Now the SCVs have dealt with the probes, the Zealots have been depleted, the bio is starting to get very low though. Can Prome make this defense happen? He did already lose 26 workers, so if this defense works, it's not like he's in the lead. He has the better tech, he has a similar economy, I guess he's in the lead. But can he hold? Can he stabilize? There's a lot more bio where it came from, and it just rallied into the main base. Gonna kill more and more probes here. And yeah, he did. Oh my god, those pylons weren't remade. He killed the pylons. And this one also wasn't remade, so all of the reproduction here from Prome is just not happening. And no reinforcements coming for the pros player means he's just gonna bleed out. And eventually, he will just die. Another pylon bites the dust here. Look at these pylons. Imagine if those 7 pylons were around his gateways. This could have changed the tide of the game, actually. And more probes are going down. We see another Dragoon, and it might be the last Dragoon here. And yeah, Prome has to GG here. BratOK is going to take the first map. Quite nicely done, I have to say, but definitely an issue with base building. It's a very rare case, but it happens from time to time. And it was an issue with base building where Prome had a lot more potential to hold this attack, but because of his base layout and how he structured his supplying the power to his gateways, basically, was a weakness, and BratOK identified that and he exploited that one. So he made that look quite easy. Alright, let's jump into the next one. Playing this one on Vermeer. In the bottom left we do have BratOK, in the top left we do have Prome, and we do see the same races. So again, BratOK S2, Terran 2, and Prome Protoss 1. And this is gonna be a proxy proxy gateway here. Proxy nexus would be insane. What are you gonna make, probes? So it should be a fast one. We'll have to wait and see though. It's always a weird way where those kind of strange games to stabilize and get into like the weirdest mid game. And the mid game starts at like 12 minutes or something. The early game ends. There's gonna be double proxy gate. This could be just a Zealot rally. Okay, yeah, this is Dunzo's. I think he might be red. Okay, this is just into the bush. It's 3 gates against 1 command center. Who's gonna win? I wonder. And he'll even scout the first direction. This is by chance, but it's gonna work out. He could even harass this SCV, make this really ugly. He could harass the SCV on the barracks. If he identifies, oh, this is a command center first, he should go up into the main now and should harass the barracks. Because if there's not gonna be any production facility, this is gonna be an insta-loss. Now with a production facility, of course, you can make things like, you can throw down bunkers, you can make reapers, you can make marines, you can try to stabilize, and he will see this. Now he should start harassment here. But BratOK is like, oh yeah, he's just gonna throw down a pylon on a guy. This is not the way you should do it though. This does actually seem like it blocks. Not sure if there's a pathable way between. You kind of want to throw it a little bit off-centered. So you would need to adjust. Oh, okay, it is. It does not. Oh my god, he's even throwing down shield batteries, so this is gonna be... This is gonna be it, I guess. Yeah, there you go. BratOK trying to throw down a bunker, but he didn't shift Q his SCVs. He will kill the probe. But there's the zealots already. He cancels the bunker. What is he gonna do? He's gonna have one marine. He does not have anything in the main. He's gonna fight a shield battery, essentially. Which is impossible against one marine. Okay, so nice block here, but you can just shift click down the SCVs. And that's exactly what Prome is doing here. Yeah, BratOK is so dead. He's super dead. He does have the command that he could float it away somewhere and try to evacuate the SCVs, but it's never gonna work. You kinda have to make a stand here. Honestly, I feel like you wanna lift these barracks and get the command center here and block like away. So there's not more zealots. This is something you should have done from the beginning. Like lift your main base, lift your other command center or something, I don't know. Get buildings in the way. Like make this a complete wall. By the way, yeah. Prome getting that win, but kind of theorizing here how BratOK could have held this. Like immediately make a full wall at your main base. Even like your natural, you lift it up and get it into your main base ramp. Block that off. There were structures from your opponent, but you could have blocked them if you readjusted your own floating buildings, right? So get that done first. And then you need to kill the pylon, I guess. And then you can work on the zealots, but that's so much damage that's happening already. Like when you see him throw down the buildings, you already need to place obstructions. You need to go there and place buildings to not have those zealots walk in. Because that's when you just lose like this. And he needed to shift Q the shield batteries. He didn't do that with the SCVs. He only focused on that probe. He never worked on the second shield battery. If that one's down, he can start to micro against the zealots, right? But with that battery up, it was impossible to kill the zealots because the shield battery healing is just so powerful in that early game. Alright, let's get into the next one. In the top left of Pylon, we have BratOK this time playing as Brute War Terran, so S1 Terran here. And Prome playing as Protoss 2 in the bottom right. There it is. Let's see, this is not going to be a proxy gate this time. I feel like the S1 zealots are a little bit stronger than the S2 zealots. Until the charge upgrade, I guess. It kind of feels like the math changes when... Because the charge is just better than Lex. Because they're way faster with that charge. They also get a speed boost, but they are just... definitely connecting to any target, so it's almost impossible to kill them before they charge in. So they usually always get a swing in, even half a swing. That's why they feel so much stronger. But the raw zealot itself, I think the values on the Brute War zealot are a little bit stronger than the SC2 zealot. So if they just engage in a one-on-one, the Brute War zealot should win. I'm not 100% sure, but he has like 110 health or something, 50 shields or so. He's like lower on shields, higher on health than the Brute War zealot, and that should be better because you get that better armor value. And shields always do take full damage, right, until you get shield upgrades. Oh, by the way, Hyper One, I think I found something that is a bit strange. Not sure if intended, but the SC1 shields when attacked, do still regen during that time. Was like the Zerg regen. Was that the case in Brood War? I thought they would only regen up if they didn't take damage after a small time. Oh shit. Okay. Pull up the browser here. I'm sorry, it looks a little bit fishy because this is not my active window right now. Gonna make it lag a little bit. Just a moment here. So we got a couple stalkers walking across the map here. Guten Morgen, Dagteufelchen. I might just post it in Discord later. Alright, so BratOK is going into a vulture build here, and he does not have a base behind this. Prome does not see this actually, he has no vision on this. So BratOK is just like, hey, look at this. I'm expanding. And in fact, he's two-factoring. 2 factories, a lot of vultures. He needs to get this blocked out though, you don't want to have this come in. He's going to mines and speed. It's going to be high harassment based army, and he can go out and lay mines around these stalkers, so yeah. The brutal region, actually they're always on, and it's faster than Zerg region. That's crazy, I thought they would only regen after they didn't take damage for a while. Alright, we've got the first 3 vultures coming in here and dealing some damage. And that's a lot of damage. There is no wall in here for Prome. You kind of want to... I feel like against Terran you want to make a wall in like against the adepts in PvP, right? That makes kind of a lot of sense because you can't block out these vultures very easily. You just throw down one pylon and then you're free from this harassment. So that's probably something that we might see in the future here. Now this is going to be a crazy base raid. We need to see some SCVs here. He's trying to lure him into mines, but there's an observer, so the mines are not going to work. And he's only pulling half the SCVs. I don't think that's enough here. Oh my god, 1 mine was dragged into the SCVs. Yeah, he brings his marines from the low ground, he brings more SCVs from the low ground, he brings the rest of the vultures back home. That means though there's no more pressure on the other side of the map, and he will lose most of the vultures. There's of course the warp prism here, ready to warp in more units, and he's gonna proceed to get some zealots after he kills all the vultures, so all of the extra damage against zealots is gone. Now there's only siege tanks, and they don't perform that good against the zealots, but he will be able to clean this up. And yeah, can he kill that prism though? The prism is gonna walk away. We do have stalkers fighting at the, like shooting at the bunker. It doesn't really make sense. They should have came in for the actual fight. He's gonna kill the bunker. But what else can he do? We have 17 probes against 19 SCVs, so it's quite even in the department. The prism is definitely unfair though. That's quite some nasty micro that can happen here. Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm so glad we caught that. That was an insta-death. Now can BratOK just kill enough units here with a follow-up? He's just gonna place mines. Oh, if he gets 1 good mine connection dragged into the workers. I feel like BratOK has this. There's 1 immortal. Oh no. Oh no, he doesn't realize that there's a mine. There it is. Okay. There's another mine he's gonna... No. God. Not gonna lose this out of there, right? I feel like though, yeah, BratOK has the initiative here right now, and if he can get this, he even has siege mode. If he can get this set up correctly, if he can get rid of that immortal, he should be able to take this game. But honestly, if the immortal does survive, BratOK might just GG out here. We'll have to wait and see though. How many workers can he find here with the vultures? Oh no 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 no! That mine connects! Oh god! We do have an observer here now, but even 2. But yeah, there's more and more mine connections. And it's just most of the units have gone down and most of the workers. 5 workers, yeah, this is dunzos. I'm sorry, Prome, but this one goes to BratOK. GG is gonna be called here. That was a crazy one. Yo, Shield Battery, good to see you. Yep, Dark Teufelchen, das ist für YouTube. So, next map. Sylphid is gonna be the next map. A lot of Brood War maps, yeah? It's really nice to see them. Shit. Dark Teufelchen. It means like a dark devil. And Chen is like in German, it's like a... No, this is only Sylphid. Look at that. It says Sylphid. In the top middle we have BratOK, in the bottom middle we have Prome, in the left. Bottom middle, not that. In the left. Chen is like in German, we put that after a word to cutify it. It's like a cutification. Yes, Germans do make cute words as well. Or make everything with words. Maybe only the Germans think it's cute, but we do it. I love how the workers get stuck on those freaking eggs and just don't move. A double gate again here from Prome. He is the Brood War race, so yeah, he could do a Zealot rush again. He's gonna throw down another pylon? Another gate. Oh, I'm smelling another gate. He's doing the same rush again. No, he's not throwing that. Okay, so this is Cybernetics code. There we go. No, he's not gonna do the same rush again. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so coming in here is gonna get a nice scout here, and this is another command center first, so it's a 2-gate, but double Zealot again could prove to be too strong. It's not 3 gates though, but he could throw down a pylon, he could throw down a shield battery. He could do all of these things to make this very nasty again. But this time he's gonna have Dragoons here, so it's a different situation. It's not only Zealot power. This of course is not blockable, and he's gonna throw down a pylon. I think he wants to get a shield battery up and running. And once these Zealots are here, they're definitely gonna make the life very hard here for BratOK. Now bunker could go up. This is an issue though, this needs to be dealt with. He's gonna let the pylon finish, so he wants to come back, he wants to throw down shield batteries, maybe 2 even. He does have a lot of money, he's not investing into Nexus right now. I'm gonna see 1, I'm gonna see 2, there we go, and even 3. Okay, he wants to make this very ugly. And there we go. Now, can he make it very ugly though? These Zealots, like the shield batteries are not done yet, the Zealots are here. He could throw down another pylon, which he's gonna do. But that is a nice engineering, I have to say. He could cancel a shield battery to get better surface area on that bunker. But man, the bunker's already dead. Oh no! Snap repair here. He's gonna stay alive, but he cannot really field the bunker. But there we go. Marines inside now. Shield batteries though are here. Now who's gonna win though? We do have the Dragoons shooting down the SCVs here. BratOK will keep the engineering bay kind of cancelable, so he can instantly get rid of that building if he needs the space or the money. And he's fighting with a lot of his workers though, so finally he's sending some back to work. And yeah, he did cancel for the money now. He needs that money. Probably getting a orbital is actually a really good move in this situation, but yeah, pulling back the SCVs, I feel like doing that cancel might have not been the best move, to be honest. We'll have to wait and see though. He should probably shoot down the probe, in my opinion here. He's not gonna do so. He could also target down the pylons with the Marines in the back. He's gonna bring a few more SCVs here to the front, and he's gonna go into the orbital command center. He should survive this, but the Dragoon force is kind of amassing here. Shield batteries are a little bit blocking the entrance for the Dragoons. We do not have goon range. Now only 2 pylons do remain here. That probe is still alive. That's very unnecessary, to be honest. And we do see the first 3 Dragoons go down here. Shield batteries healing them up again though. And that bunker has been... They have to be out of ammunition at some point. He should definitely target down the pylons, in my opinion. He's fighting the shield batteries here in the north. Maybe he wants to place a building or something, or get some maneuverable room here. One is gonna fall here, but I mean, he's making marauders now. He's trying to get this done. He's still repairing this. Oh, you need to fill up that bunker, bro. And the goons are kind of exposing themselves now a little bit behind that. If he could get... Oh, concussive shells as well, if he could get that one. But if he could get in between the goons and the shield batteries, that would have been a move, maybe. But he's not going to do it. We already see the dragoons are back with the shield batteries. But the shield batteries out of juice. The probe didn't make any more. And, well, he's kind of getting pushed back further and further. And those marines inside the bunker have been shooting for like 7 minutes straight. Those weapons have to be overheated like F. Now, goon range is on the way. It's not done yet, though. We see another pylon fall down. The first shield battery has been underpowered. And we will see another... Focus on that pylon here. There we go. Now he's shooting that shield battery here in the north. We need to see a factory. I want to see a tank. He does have 3 barracks. He has a lot of money. He needs to throw down another gas. He needs to start a factory. He needs to start a siege tank. If he can get a siege tank up behind that bioforce, he's going to be unbreakable. And I feel like he's already pretty much done it at this point. Could throw down another bunker here. But honestly, this one... He's throwing down extra barracks now. This one bunker should be enough. And Prome invested so much into this. Let's have a look at how many shield batteries have been killed. There's 1400 minerals going down in these structures and units. It's insane. And yeah, it's not paying off, I'm afraid. He has a good mass of dragoons. But will he be able to get through? We need to see that concussive, bro. You need to get some upgrades, not only production facilities. Concussive shells is an important upgrade if you have something going on like this. Super cheap. If you have the marauders, you need to get it. It's just so important. He's going for stim now, and I don't agree with this. I'm getting the concussive. I feel like is more important here. That means that all of those movements are going to be way more sluggish. Now, he had so many dragoons, he was able to just break down the bunker. There was not enough repairing power. And he's chewing through the bio. Now, look at this. Imagine if he would have had concussives all that time. He could have probably sniped so many more goons. Now, can Prome make that break happen? He's going to snipe that base potentially. And that could actually grant him a potential way into a late game if he needs to go there. Yeah, he's gonna snipe that command. So this is definitely on BratOK. I feel like he had so many good tools in for his defense, and now he's just gonna lose this one. I can't believe it. I can't believe that Prome made this happen. I can't believe that BratOK got kind of overconfident there and did not increase the proper defenses. Like, he did not make additional bunkers. He did not get concussive shells. It's a quick upgrade. He had 3 marauders or more. Get them inside the bunkers. He did not try to go into a factory. He threw down extra barracks because he had excess minerals. He did not properly macro. He didn't try to go into an additional gas, which is fine. But then if you throw down the extra barracks, it's fine. But you need to be smart about it, right? You need to go like, all right, what do we lack? We want extra firepower. We want extra production. So if I get 2 more barracks, I want to have like 2 barracks with tech labs for marauders, right? So, oh, blue storm, great. Yeah, let's open this one. In the bottom left, it's BratOK. In the top right, it's Prome. Yeah, so I feel like BratOK definitely making some unnecessary mistakes there, getting overconfident. That was not how this should have looked like in the end. It felt like Prome got pushed back quite nicely. And he tried to snipe units, right? So if you just keep that bunker shooting, and honestly make the additional bunkers and have them shoot as well, your units are safe. You just create so much extra health and shots to fire for the dragoons, extra health to get rid of before your own firepower decreases, right? That's essentially what a bunker does. Yeah. He was totally underestimating that Dragoon force not really going down and just growing in number, and that's what got him broken in the end. Man, I felt as well that he was doing very well and was able to push us back, but he was investing into the wrong things. at the wrong time. Now Prome managed to kind of sneak that, kind of grab that win from BratOK there. Now the map is Blue Storm. Have a look at the map here. This should be a jumpable terrain for like Reapers. Now this is the main base, and we do see the natural over here. Then we have this small path. Like tanks, for example, cannot pass through there. I think. Oh, maybe they can actually. Everything can pass, but everything should pass. I'm not sure actually. It looks like they should, but only single filed. So it's gonna be very messy. And you can kind of set up a position over here with tanks and collapse these rocks. So you could create a wall over here, and then you have like your firepower standing over here. Nothing is gonna get through there, and then you place a few tanks over here, and here you can hit the minerals down there. So yeah, this is a funny map. I really enjoy seeing this, but this feels very aggressive. I think Prome he knew that you would be watching Sheer Battery, so he just wanted to do you a favor. I mean, he's making another one. Look at that, Sheer Battery. A marine rallying to the north here on the east side. Definitely something new. He's stopped making marines. He's going for his vulture build again, so he wants to play this very offensively. But hey, you can throw down a pylon here. You can just block this. BratOK is gonna see this. He's gonna find, hey, a robotics facility on the way, and he says lol. And that's because, well, observers are gonna be his enemy. So he's probably quite unhappy with this. Now he will go through the backside, it feels like, but only to lay potentially a couple of mines here on this potential base. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's gonna throw down a few mines. Will he try to break an entrance here? He's gonna throw 3 mines here, and he'll try to cover them. He does not even get 1 stalker. Okay, this is an issue. The mine did connect to a mine there, so he only got 1 to explode actually, and that was not enough because it didn't actually hit the stalker. It seems like he should. Well, maybe they don't one-shot them. 125. Maybe they do. 125. 160. No, they don't. There you go. I don't think they do. I'm not sure. Maybe the shields do apply additionally, then they should one-shot. I'm not sure what happened there, but it definitely kind of did not perfectly hit, so that felt really flat. And that's a good advantage here for Prome. He's up 10 ACVs already, or 10 workers. And Prome's out on the map. He does have map control. BratOK gets siege mode here, so he should be fine. And if Prome tries to walk through that small entrance, well then BratOK should be more than fine. So let's hope he doesn't. Let's even place a pylon here to block this off. I feel like this is where you get rid of these rocks. If you have the map control, you clear down the rocks and make that an impossible position to take. He's gonna clean out these rocks to make his natural a little bit more open. And of course help him with the zealot engages to move around his army. It's gonna take a third here. Of course, he already cleaned out the mines. Now this is gonna be a little bit of a slower match. BratOK was able to come back here in the SCV count. He's starting to get up more and more workers. Should probably throw down a third base rather soon here. But you have the option to just max out on 2 bases, Terran. Simply because the supply is so efficient, you will have a lot of units. If you're max out on 2 bases, you have a super strong push. He's gonna come in here and shift queue the probes. How many can he get? 5 is already kind of worth it. Man, vultures are really cool. They feel so good. 8 workers go down. 75 minerals per vulture. He invested like 5, I want to say. 6, alright. It's still okay. The birthright of the 2-base bimbo. It's called Terran. You can also kind of play 2-base in PvZ. And you can play 2-base, I guess, in ZVT, right? So, there you go. Every matchup has it. Not every matchup, but every race has a matchup which has it. There you go. If that makes sense. I guess another 3 probes here. Can we get something with those mines? I don't feel yes, but he actually does get some very good connections there. And he does kill a bunch of more probes here, so he even goes into the main base, there's nothing. It's totally exposed. He does get a full scout. Oh, Prome trying to block this, but it didn't work out. He even lays down a mine here. Of course, not instantly gonna connect, but you need to be careful when there's mines in your base. You need to kind of see where you warp in. Now he's gonna kill so many probes here. This is a insane harassment. And the push is here over at the main base. Oh, sorry, at the 3rd base. But can BratOK's push actually survive? There's so many immortals. I feel like this should be an easy cleanup here for Prome. He's gonna lose most of the gateway units though. Actually, this is not as easy as I thought here. The Marines and the Goliaths making this a little bit more difficult. He does get the cleanup, but at what cost? This was, oh my god, there's still mines hidden here. This was an insane cost here, as you can see. 24 probes did go down. He was even auto-attacking a building there. That's insane. Oh yeah, with the vultures, right? That's so sad. And I feel like the only saving grace for Prome is that this 3rd base is so late here. Oh boy. Again, vultures coming from behind here. Oh, he's gonna get some nice connections on the zealots. Vultures are insane at killing probes, it's crazy. They're like better than adepts and oracles together. They're like faster than the oracles. They shoot faster than the adept. They shoot as fast as the oracles. And they are just more maneuverable than adepts or whatever. I don't know, man. And they're just crazy. It feels like they're better than both combined. Because it's easier to control. Yeah, lay down those mines, brother. Oh, can he kill that observer? Unfortunately not. Oh, wow. That was a really good mine connection, though. Nice drag there. And most of the zealots have been depleted. Oh boy, Prome is not engaging this correctly. Definitely a lot of mistakes here in this fight already, and he's not remaking that many probes, so he's kind of putting himself into a corner right now. He's not throwing down another Nexus. He's not going for any AoE, he's just making immortals. Not sure if I can agree with this plan here. The current plan of action. Now, only immortals just walking in, but SCV's still safe. Vultures here. He's gonna reset the tank count, but he does also effectively does reset the immortal count, right? So this is looking better and better here for BratOK. More because of Prome actually doing some questionable moves here, in my opinion. And yeah, BratOK's harassment looking very solid. It feels like Prome's kind of feeling himself a little bit too weak. Probably he felt like he took so much damage here, it seems, that he just has to attack, right? And it's like, oh my god, I have to attack. This mindset of I have to do something now. And I'm not gonna come back into the economy game. And I feel like that's something... Oh my god. Oh no! Oh. Ugh. Does the battle report work? It did. Look at that. 6 stalkers for nothing. It's 1,300 minerals for nothing. Oh, something along those lines. 1,100 minerals for 0. Shit. A wall of stalkers is not enough. Still gets another probe. Oh no, he didn't target fire, but the ship battery healed it up anyways. Oh man. Those mines, those minefields. We need another sound effect for the mine explosion. I think they have like a tank shot or something. On the explosion, I'm not sure. We need a new sound effect. Needs to be bigger, stronger, faster. I don't know. I can't remember like the sound effect. It should be a little bit different though, right? The explosion from actual Brute War. I can only remember like the clicking sound, and then it's already done usually. The clicking sound is definitely there. Damn, BratOK is looking like he's gonna be taking this game. Look at that, 80 SCVs to 46. He has 4 bases up and running. He has how many factories? There's 2 over here. There's 6 more over here in the main base. So he has at least 8 factories. He does have so many units. He's just throwing away vultures right now. And he's trading them. He's not throwing them away. He's throwing them on the map. And he's trading them for units. He's trading them for probes. And yeah, it's a cheap trade. If we look at the efficiency, it's insane. I mean, this was an efficient trade here now for Prome, but again, he loses units to those mines. The War Prism gets found out as well. We do have EMP on the way. There's another base coming up here from BratOK, but BratOK is gonna... Like, he needs to push eventually, because... I mean, as good as this state of the game is for him, this map does not provide eternal expansions like a lot of StarCraft 2 maps do provide. So you will run out of places to grow into, and if that happens, well then simply you kind of to keep your lead, you need to do pushes and strike at bases. Oh my god, again, he's just walking through mines and losing units. It's insane. Funny to see the zealots kill the mines, yeah. Sometimes you see it in Brute War as well. When the zealots like get close to the pop-up and then I can just one-shot them. Well, this didn't work. Does this... Oh, do they profit from the... No, they don't get the armor. Okay, so they... At least it shows that they don't get the vehicle plating. So they should not have +3 armor. Now the push is here. BratOK did set up an insane push. Let's have a look at the unit count. It's 23 tanks. And he has one of them is shooting, actually. He's just gonna walk around with vultures. Now, Prome trying to come in here, trying to clear this. He's blinking individual stalkers to try to get rid of the minefield, but he's not even getting close here. He does not have carriers, he doesn't have anything equipped to deal with this, and he's just gonna GG out. BratOK is gonna take this one. What an insane push there in the end. That looked like it could not never been broken, even if Prome had 2 armies.